And we live.
What it do, y'all? 10/16/2024. Time for the Mikey Justice Hour. Tonight we gonna try to get as real as possible about this old election thing because time is running out. The time is getting there. So we're gonna break that thing down and then we might have a little bit of time to celebrate something great. So y'all stay tuned. It's the Mikey Justice Hour and it starts now.
Another high school shooting yesterday, this one in Florida.
I'm in 6th grade, and it can be scary
There's been about
sometimes.
380 school shootings.
I appreciate you talking to our community about this.
Now's the time. Get ready for
The People's Podcast, the Mikey Justice Show.
y'all ready?
I'm ready.
Who don't want music?
There was a man that went by Mike. You like night shows. And so many people wouldn't be mad. They had to be good. And what the youth is avoid because they've been misled.
Today I am announcing charges against the shooter's parents.
I had a 6th grader call. This is what she said.
And I really agree with your point of view.
The Mikey Justice Show starts now.
That's right. The Mikey Justice Show starts now. What it do, everybody?
Hey.
The date is 10/16/2024. On my left hand side, always is my right hand man, old Phil. What it do, man?
Ain't nothing. How you be?
I'm good, man. Wednesday rolled around real quick on us.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, buddy. What's new out there, man? What happened there? Okay. New mic.
Right.
Yeah, man. What's good happening in your world in the last couple of days?
Man, ain't nothing too much new. We finally got back on that football field, man. Had a close game, you know.
That's what it do, man. You know that old weather is changing. That's one big deal going on.
Yeah.
COVID season.
Yeah.
So watch your back.
Yeah.
You know, bundle up, wash your hands and all that good stuff, man. Last week, man, I forgot to shout out my people, so I'm gonna do that right off the flip this time. What's up to my son, the Bulldogs, my classical junior academy Cougars, and my people over at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School, past and present. I ain't forget about y'all. I didn't forget about you. We just have so much we trying to cover in a little bit of time, so we try to get it on in. With that being said, man, first thing I was gonna kick off, man, was I was gonna see if anybody had seen that old Justin Bieber and LeBron video, man. You know, they just been going crazy with this whole thing about who did and who didn't attend no Diddy party and all this. Don't know what the hell it got to do with no gold debate or nothing like that, man. But you know, a lot of stuff like that, man. It just blew me away that people got that much money and time on their hands to put together that type of stuff. You hear me?
Right.
So I found it kind of comical, man. I thought it was a little bit grown. So viewer discretion is advised. We're gonna roll it, man, just to see if anybody's seen it. And just show y'all, just with all the stuff that's going on, how much idle time people got, man, to put together all kind of stuff like this.
Right.
So this the first thing we gonna do, y'all. Gonna get that out the way, roll it.
No, ain't no party like a Diddy party, so. Yeah, that's what's up.
Making my way Diddy, dressed in white, the stars shine bright and I'm giddy. Staring at him, giving head, just thinking that they might get blind. And I seen you, and I was you. And you're the diddler. If I could sprawl and be that guy, do you think Puff would try and slide? 'Cause you know I'd buy 1,000 bottles if I could oil up tonight.
Man, how ridiculous is that?
Right.
I'm like,
You
man,
had
I was
that
just
kind of
blown
time,
away,
man.
bro.
Put
I was
all the
just
facial
like,
expressions
man,
out there.
I'm
all
talking
that.
about, man. I don't know if that was some AI generated or what it was, man. But I
Yeah.
was like, wow, has anybody else seen this garbage, man?
Yeah.
boy.
You got him in a little maid outfit, all that, man.
Man, I'm like, with everything that's going on,
Yeah.
that's what our people got to waste and spend their time on. But yeah, man, that old election is like 20-some days away, man.
Yeah.
Only thing that I can do, man, at this point is try to just ask everybody to just get out here and vote. What about you, man? I ain't trying to hide it no more, brother. I'm done with it, man. I used to be a little bit undecided, and that was because well, I really wasn't. But at the same time, I wasn't closed-minded. I was trying to keep it fair, man. I was trying to be like, if so many people endorse this dude and feel like he's so great, man, maybe I should take a second.
Gotta be
look
something
and see.
behind it, right? You would think.
Hey, you would think, but nah.
Yeah.
I mean, bruh, it's been the same old garbage and it's been the same old mess. You hear me?
Yeah.
And this is where I'm at with it, man. I'm ready to wave the white flag, man, and just say he won, man. I'm just tired of it. You hear me? Because it's like this. I got a whole little thing that I ran down, man. It say Civil War.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what our people claim that we're headed towards. You hear me? If he wins.
Right.
Well, they more or less say that if he lose, right? That we headed for a civil war.
Headed for a civil war.
Okay. I can't do it, man. I mean, like we said, that's just un-American, man. Just attacking your own people. They're just something I just can't get with. I mean, like when people say you can't make sense out of nonsense. Can't wrap my head around nothing like that, man. Then the dictatorship, man. All of these people that's cool with him being in charge, man. When you see that your freedom getting taken away and you living way different than you expected or thought or what America's supposed to stand for, hopefully all of these people will take responsibility and understand that that's exactly what you chose. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm letting you know I'm not voting for it. I can't vote to get my freedom taken away. You hear me? But I know it's a lot of people that, I got the right not to vote and all this and that, man. You can do whatever you want to do. And I want it to be fair, straight down the middle. If he win, good for him. But I tell you this, I won't give him the personal satisfaction of being too scared to get out here. And just whatever, because you don't believe that it matter, it don't count, none of that, man. I'm not finna crack the whip on myself. I'm not voting to lose my freedom and be part of a dictatorship when I've known nothing but freedom my whole life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then you hear about all the threats and everything from the other countries, man. That's what I'm saying. Why does he have to have 100% power and control to do what he know can make this country better?
Yeah.
Are you only trying to win an election, or are you honestly trying to make America better? Because if well, that's another thing. You know what I'm saying? From what I've heard, he has dealings with all of these countries. So, of course, what type of threat or, what we are at risk, and that because you do underhand dealings with these people,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And then you got the other thing, man. The whole threat of the nuclear weapons if he don't win and all that other stuff, man. It's just too much. It's like
they're gonna scare us into voting for him.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. I mean, that's basically what this whole gist of this whole conversation is tonight, man. I'm like, you cannot punk or bully your way into the White House. You just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? And then when it comes down to the abortion and women's rights and all that other stuff, man, it's just morally wrong. You hear me?
Yeah.
Women should have 100% choice of what they do with their bodies. And when you say stuff like it don't matter about incest and rape and stuff like that, man, it make it seem like all you doing is, like they say, playing politics. I was just tripping off of all this whole situation. Everything that happens to him, he wants to say is a witch hunt or is fake news, is rigged, is this and that, man. But once I really tripped out what's going on, when I heard my black men talking, when I heard all of these people out here talking, man, I'm like, the witch hunt is against women right now. The witch hunt is against women, period. That's all that is about. You hear me?
Do tell, my brother.
Man, I'm like, come on, man. I mean, it's more than that because it's a mix. You seen the sexism when Hillary was running. You heard me? Now you seeing sexism, racism, and everything else. You know what I'm saying? It's a double whammy. It's not only the fact that she's a woman, but she's black. And I mean, they don't want to admit that. You know what I'm saying? I actually saw on the news the other day where they laid out her whole agenda and all this stuff for blacks, man, when she was talking about legalizing marijuana in every state and this and that. I was like, man, and I didn't think she should do it. Just come right out and say, I'm going to do this particularly for black people. But since they called it down and asked her to say it, she kind of did basically say, some of the things that were going to be put in place strictly to try to help black people.
Right.
I don't understand what these people want, man.
You know that's that double-edged sword too. Cause like if you make a generalization and say I'm doing this for black people, then the other people gonna be like, well, you think all black people do this? You think all black people the same?
It's so corny,
yeah,
man. It's so childish, and we just need to grow up, man.
Yeah.
It's just pitiful, you know. Okay, like I said, I'm trying to get people to understand what he's saying, what the Republican Party and everybody is saying, and what we are really facing. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if he don't win, then they say we headed for a civil war. So it's going to happen twice.
Mm-hmm.
That's what is going to happen. Because people are not going to respect a woman. They're going to see us as weak, and they're going to be a threat to us.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to happen if he don't win. All those other countries are going to see us as weak, and they're going to bomb on us.
Right.
The Republicans, the MAGA supporters, the racist people who 100% believe in him and support him have already come out and openly talked about the bloodbath.
Mm-hmm.
That's supposed to have been us talking about car dealerships and everything else.
Right.
Those trigger words that everybody want to be so much cowards and play stupid, like they don't understand what he's saying with that. You hear me?
Right.
Like we said many times, man, if that's not what you mean, and you know that's the way that the people are taking it,
Mm-hmm.
and you're riling them up with that type of energy,
Yeah.
then do something to bring them back down.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard him say one time that please do not storm that Capitol.
Uh-huh.
Do not waste no attacks on your own people, like President Biden, not President Trump. We still in Biden's time.
Mm-hmm.
And he is saying, it's un-American to even roll that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what we looking at. So if we got to be cowards and be scared because we're going to be seen weak to other countries,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to have a civil war, a war within our own people, then we don't want to deal with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why have an election? He has to win.
Hmm.
Because if he don't, it's going to be everything else, right?
Right.
It's rigged, it's fake, it's a witch hunt and all this. I got to thinking about it, right?
It's fake news.
I said, come on, man. Okay, you got a lot of this younger generation and millennials or whatever they call it saying that they're going to vote for Harris.
Mm-hmm.
Just because of, everything that he's putting out there, man. It's like, when did it get to the point where his bad rhetoric is enough, man? You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
It's a job and it should be done professionally. He's not addressing issues. He's not talking about nothing. All he doing is just personally attacking and just going back and forth with the old extra. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
And I can't buy it, man. It's pure D trash. All the little stuff that they're focusing on. He's the right candidate because his hair look better. Oh, I'm in better shape than her. I'm in perfect condition. I'm this. I'm that. You hear me?
Right.
Okay, you should be the president because you make a fire ass pound cake. You you could do a cartwheel better than everybody. Come on, man, dude. They'd be saying ridiculous stuff that has nothing to do with anything. That was the purpose, kind of showing that LeBron situation, man. This is the kind of stuff that we see get posted when we in the middle of a GOAT debate.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, what does any of that garbage have to do with the issues at hand? Nothing, right?
Nothing. Yeah.
There's just something to stir the people up and make people have to go through something, man.
Yeah,
then
like
they talking about we're headed for a civil war, man. We should be embarrassed to even talk on them terms. We're not in the 1500s, man. It's 2000 and something. Yeah. We live in the age of technology, AI, virtual reality,
information age, all
man. Quick response codes and all that kind of stuff, man. We so advanced on some levels and still stuck so far in the past on other levels. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what are these people scared of, man? That we finna go back to slavery? Mm-hmm. And if that's what you worried about, then you trying to vote for the person who trying to crack the whip on you.
Right.
You got freedom and everything as it is right now.
But
you hear me?
You could bring your vote up and say, I voted for you. Don't crack the whip on me.
No, man, that's the stupidity and all this and that, man.
Right.
All of these people I heard that are voting for him or claim that they're voting for him. And I'm going to say that about my own people, man. If you're hearing what I'm hearing and everything else, you cool with letting him rape people. You cool with letting convicted felons run and all this other stuff just because you don't want to pay a little bit more for some gas or some bacon. Because I ain't heard you say nothing else other than him being a good businessman and that he's right up for the economy. Bro, I don't want to hear none of that garbage. You hear me?
Right.
These people that we say that are hollering about that we're gonna have a civil war and it's gonna be this and that, man. I take a bullet for him and all this stuff. If you look at these people, man, they're 70, 80, 90 years old and probably don't have too many days left anyway. If they told you you had to be on that front line, if you was the one strapping on that police uniform every single day, would you be hollering about some civil war? You're not gonna be ducking no bullets. You're not gonna be on the front line.
Right.
So that's the part that they're missing. All of these people that are making decisions, all these people that are cool with the guns and everything else, man, they're never going to be in that position to have to deal with that. So it's very easy for those people to make that kind of
Put
decision.
somebody else out there and be like, yeah, you deal with it.
And this is what killed me, man. Most of those people that talking about the economy and gas and everything else, your old ass in the hub around. You ain't even driving no more. What are you talking about? You hear me? These the same people, brother, to pay somebody $15 to bring them a Big Mac DoorDash from McDonald's. But you can't pay $2 extra to keep your freedom and keep a racist felon from running your country.
Yeah, buddy.
You tripping out money in the economy, and everything is online now. You buy your groceries and everything else, and you'll give somebody $30 to go get them for you because you too lazy. So that's the lesson that's learned tonight. That laziness overshadows being racist. We don't care about the economy. If I'm too lazy to get off my behind and go get my groceries, go get my Big Mac, then I'll pay you $15, $20, $30 to do it. And then I'll sit up and complain about the economy all day while I'm doing it. A billionaire could get convicted of a crime, then we'll go shoot up schools and everything else and act a fool because he getting held to a standard like everybody else. Nobody's above the law. So to me, letting him do whatever else, letting the convicted felon be in the White House and everything else is your way of saying that someone is above the law. This man can do whatever he want to do.
Yeah.
Y'all some BI itches and you cowards, and that's why you rolling with that, because you scared. And they go for all my people, and I don't care who watch it, and I don't care what color your skin is. The line is open. You want us to open it, call and say why you support him, because he ain't doing jackrabbit nothing for you. You finna lose your freedom and everything else. It's finna be a civil war with who?
Right.
Civil war is we going back. It's finna be black against white. So it don't matter who you voting for. If it's a civil war and these racist people are mad because a black woman is in there, it don't matter who you vote for. Whether you black, white, Republican, or Democrat. If we go to war and it's because people are racist, when you black like me, you on the other side.
Yeah.
I don't care what you say. When the bombs start bursting, they're not going to fly over your little apartment because you don't have a house. I'm not even finna go there. It's not finna fly over your little Section 8 building. You hear me? That you're getting help and government assistance to pay. Mister, everybody needs to get up and work and take care of their own kids and pay their own bills and all that. Not the people jumping up and jumping for joy because they got no stimulus check. Not you tripping off of nobody getting no handout, getting no food stamps or nothing. You hear me?
Right.
Government assistance is government assistance. It's somebody else paying your bills. Oh, the bacon too high. I don't want to pay for gas, but I'll send you $500 to pay a billionaire for a Bible,
right?
For a pair of his tennis shoes and everything else, man. It's garbage all the way over across the board. You hear me?
Yeah.
Then you okay. You know, we're gonna stick to the script. Like I said, it ain't North against South like it was back in the old days. I don't know if it's black against white, but it ain't gonna be no Republican against no Democrat. You best believe when Billy Bad get out there, he looking more at the color of your skin than what you repping. You hear me? And if you, I don't care what kind of T-shirt you got on, a red MAGA hat. When he see you and you a ninja, you still ninja. Point blank. Period.
Right.
Get mad because people say white supremacy, man. It's Republican white supremacy. If he don't win, it's gonna be this and it's gonna be that, man. Why even have an election if it gotta be that? Call and answer that question. Right. If he got something that he know, if he the best businessman and he can repair all the relations with all these other countries and actually make America great again, why won't he do it? If that's the case, you know what I'm saying? Put the rest of the letters on your hat. MAGA, make America great again. OIW. Only if OIIW. Only if I win. That's the only way he gonna make America great.
Right.
Put on that hat. F America if I don't win.
Damn.
What's the difference? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Some gotta give. We gotta change these letters, man. These letters are a lie. USA my ass. DSA, Divided States of America. Ain't nobody together. What's together about it?
Okay. Yeah.
Talk about that. Talk about how you're going to bring people together so people stop doing stuff that's un-American, like attacking their own people.
Mm-hmm.
It's so bad because you a felon and you can't run. No, it's a job, man. So if an average person can't get a job because they're a felon, if you just want to do it because you want the power, you want to say you have 4 more years, you want to do this and that, do it for free, billionaire.
Right.
It ain't about the money. Remember,
Yeah.
it's a job, and fellas can't get jobs in America, so we
Do
won't
it
make it a job.
volunteer.
Yeah, just do it volunteer. You hear me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Stand up there and do your little dumb, stupid little dance. Point out your little African American.
Oh, look at him.
And do you?
For sure.
Do you, man? It's all stupid, and people not understanding what they're saying. Oh,
look at my African American over here. Look at him. Look at my African American over here. Look at him.
Man, on guns, man. Stand your ground and all this and that. I'm not trying to be funny, man. You can be the toughest person in the world. Bullets don't have no face, no name. You will get shot like everybody else.
Yeah, we saw that at that rally.
That's what I'm saying. I don't feel all that. Stand your ground. What the hell everybody ducking for if you stand in your ground? Because bullets are real and they kill people, and you don't want to die no more than the next person.
Yeah.
That's why you're ducking down and not standing your ground. You hear me? It's trickle down, man. It's trickle down. You don't think it's no problem with the guns, but then you wonder why it's hundreds and hundreds of Walgreens and business steady closing every day. We can't keep up due to the online, the COVID, the this, the that. You hear me? All that stuff that went into play when certain people were in office. You hear me?
Right.
And I'm like, it's trickle down, bro. You hear me?
Yeah.
Why you think Walgreens and everything is closing? Because I'm going to order online because I don't want to get shot trying to get no stupid pack of toilet paper or no Q-tips. So yeah, I'm going to order it online.
Yeah.
That's why nobody comes to your business. That's why you can't get funding for your school because your attendance sucks. Before I let little Johnny get shot, I'll teach him his ABCs at home.
True.
But it ain't no problem with guns. It's not no problem with guns. It is a problem with guns.
You know, they'll say all the little kids need guns. I done heard that nonsense so many times.
No, the kids need their racist ass parent to stop buying them guns and teaching them all that old racist hate. You're not born with none of that stuff. You was taught all of that garbage, and they need to cut it out and stop doing it. Like Biden say, it's not American, man. It's not American to no extent. You heard me? You know, want people to get used to all this garbage, man. No, that is not going to make it safe, man. I'm telling you, I'm like, man, they could get rid of that stuff and they can control it as much as they want to, bro. You hear me? I just seen a guy get arrested for trying to take 2 loaded guns onto a plane. You hear me? 9/11, you hear about box cutters, scissors,
right,
and stuff like that. You don't hear about no guns because they nip all of that in the bud before it even get there, man. Like I said, how many times you hear about, you turn on the news and you hear about people getting shot in courtroom. You're going to hear somebody got ran over, hit and run before you hear about somebody got shot in the courtroom, federal building and all that. You hear me? Because those people that get paid those top dollars, they get to make those decisions. They don't want to duck no bullets no more than the next person. So they find enough funding and everything to nip all that garbage and crap in the bud. You hear me?
Right. Like when we had that little rash of violence out there at the mall at the Galleria. You know, they found some funding to get all of them police out there.
Man,
they shut all their team fighting down.
Let me tell you something. When they had that event that went down, that wing situation or whatever, you notice the next time they had it, they had additional couple of hundreds or some police.
Yeah,
they find funding for wherever they want to find it. You know what I'm saying? And my next thing, man, before we move on, man, like all these people that's claiming that they supporting him and everything else, man. You know, I'm like, man, you are supporting a dictatorship. You are, I'm like, do y'all need dictionaries? Is Google everywhere? Google it. Do you understand what that means? That means that something that you had control of before, you won't have control of it now.
Right.
Whether it be your freedom, your finances, just your way of living, period. You hear me? I don't get it. And if you cool with that, and if it's all a witch hunt, He doing all these dealings and everything with Putin anyway. If you believe in all of this stuff and that's the way you want to live, you are free to hop on the next thing smoking and take your country to Russia and take him with you.
Yeah.
Take that trash with you. That's garbage. That's un-American. Un-American. And speaking of un-Americans, man, these are all the things that I just been tripping off of, man. We comprised a list for you guys of things that just un-American, man.
Yeah.
You want to start it for him, my brother?
All right. Well, first on the not American list or un-American is attacks on your own people.
Attacks on your own people, man. That's not American because you didn't get your way. If a certain person don't win, it's gonna be a bloodbath. You getting attacked by your own people. January the 6th, man. Now hit Nancy Pelosi husband over the head with a hammer. You laughing and you making jokes about it, man. That dude almost lost his real life. He shed real blood.
Yeah.
There was nothing funny about it.
Yeah.
Almost made me cuss on her, bro. I mean, it's just corny all the way around the board.
Yeah.
Okay. The next thing that's on our list of not being American, man, the personal attacks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You never addressing the issues. That make me think that you're playing politics because you're not trying to convince me that you're the right guy. You're steady trying to convince me somebody else is the wrong guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You're spending money. This is your campaign. This is you. So to me, with him not addressing the abortion situation, you're going to lose those people because women ain't voting for you.
Mm-hmm.
People that are really American, that don't want to lose their freedom, that understand what this is about, they're not voting for you. People that ain't tripping off the economy, you better not be. If you got a fans only, you're making hella money, you got thousands of followers, you not finna vote for him. Why are you? You know what I'm saying? People that's all on social media. If you believe in TikTok, DoorDash, Uber, and all that, you're not voting for him.
Right. You got to hustle.
Period. It just don't go with what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? So the personal attacks and everything else, man, I can't do it. Address the issues. You know what I'm saying? Back to every time you say something. I got a better body than her. And I'm the most fit. And you know what I'm saying? That point. I'm just
my golf game better.
Yeah. I make a better pancake. What the hell does that have to do with running this country? Next one on the list.
Convicted felon running for president.
What's good for the goose? You know how they say if other people got to deal with that, can't run and everything else. It's not that you that somebody lied on you. There's been proof, man. Right. You have been convicted of felons. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I said. The Republican Party to me should 100% be embarrassed. You hear me?
Yeah, I would think.
How you don't have anybody else that was qualified enough to step up and take that position.
Right.
For that reason, I believe that you are strictly playing politics and trying to win.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying that because these the same people that months ago, oh, he's dangerous for the country. He's bad. He's this, he's that. Mm-hmm. They knew exactly who they were, who he was when they were running against him.
Right. Yeah.
You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
And soon as it didn't look like they were going to get enough votes, they didn't have enough money or could kick up enough stuff to make people feel some type of way. Then they jumped ship and instantly hopped on his bandwagon.
Right.
Then he turned into the best thing smoking. So for that reason, can't believe in you. Can't believe in you, man. You know, the underhand dealings with Russia. That's another reason I was going to say that I feel like he's going to win. Because this is one of the countries that has been proven to have their hands in that election and do something shady. And you've openly you send the COVID test over there,
right?
You make
currying favor with them and all that.
Come on, man. I've seen all these other Republicans and people that work right under him say point blank, period, he's a threat to the country. Don't trust him with secret documents, with everything he's done. How many times do you have to get burnt to understand that this dude, you hear me?
Yeah.
Not one time. Okay, a witch hunt is once, twice, 3 times a lady. You know what I'm saying? Not 34.
Right.
Not that many times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, I mean, bruh, what type of morals do we have, man? If we could put stuff like incest and rape and all that stuff on a small scale.
Yeah.
That's petty. That's nothing. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Right. We talking about your son and your daughter being underage, getting raped or molested.
grab them by the
Parents, be their parent. Stop letting the tablet and social media be their parent. It's your job. Protect your children. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You might have to go talk to the teacher sometime. You can't just give little Billy that AK-47 and tell him to go solve his own problem. He's a kid. You know what I'm saying? That's for adults to do that.
Yeah.
Next thing that we got on the lying, man. We already talked about it once, man. The lying. If one day you saying he's the worst thing, you know, he's bad for the country, you're a better candidate, don't vote for him, this and that. They even say they want him to cut it out with all the bad rhetoric and the extra stuff, man. When does all the foolishness and shenanigans get to be enough, man? When does anybody say calm that down? You hear me?
Right.
Just because he's a good businessman, they should be embarrassed, man, because let them tell it. He ain't even a career politician. He knows nothing about running the country. And he's more competent than you. He got more experience than you.
Right.
He know better than you. You've been in the game 30, 40 years.
Right.
And a man that's racist, that been convicted of 34 felonies, is a child molester, a rapist, and everything else, is more qualified than you. You Republicans should be embarrassed.
Yeah.
You're not doing nothing but trying to win the election. That's all you're doing.
Yeah, letting anything slide.
Come on, man. If it's something else, let me know, bro. It's an attack against women. You hear me? That's why you so closed-minded and don't want to see it no way. You scared that you're going to die because it's going to be all these old nuclear weapons and all that. If everybody got an assault rifle and shooting at you every 2 seconds and don't want you here because you're the wrong color anyway, what the hell voting for them going to do? Come on, man. Take your chances. Vote for somebody else. Vote for somebody that you know is down for you. You know, you got ears, you can hear. You know what people are saying. You know what's more in your favor or whatever else. If you scared at this point, just say that you are. You know what I'm saying? You can't beat them, you join them. That's why some people join gangs and all that, man, because they don't have enough cashews to be their own person and roll their own way. I can say this at 40-some years old that I wasn't scared of it. If you want to kill me for saying it now, then that's your business. But I wasn't scared to go my own way as a kid, bro. Gang life ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, everybody can't be no doctor, no lawyer. You got trash men, you got taxi cab drivers, you got all of that. So I can't be no gangster. Somebody got to walk around here like they got some sins, bro. And I'm sorry that I'm not scared to the point where I don't know how to make sense of real life anymore, man. This is garbage. You hear me?
Yeah.
If you got to lie to my face, that's how corny people are to me, man. You cool with endorsing, paying, sending money and everything to people that's just straight up lying in your face. Could just tell you anything, man. Man, I was gonna take a break, man. We just gonna keep on rolling, man.
Right on.
You know, I just don't get it, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, I just can't trust nobody like that, man. And I don't know if I'm wrong about it or what it is, man. But once you come out saying this and you saying that you're not addressing no issues, it's all that old foolishness. Like I said, my cornbread tastes better and all that. How the hell I'm supposed to know who to vote for, man?
Yeah.
How am I supposed to know who to vote for, man?
I guess yeah, I don't know, man. I don't get it either. Like the whole thing on both sides, the identity politics and you know, like what Trump doing, just talking crazy. Like I don't understand how any of that translates into somebody saying, you know what, I'm gonna vote for that person. But that's just me.
Man. Come on, man. It's laziness and it's cowardness. You don't want that thing to happen. You want to keep all of your life. So that's what comes with losing your freedom. That's why you don't want nobody to drop that thing over here. So if he keep on scaring you and telling you that other countries going to see us as weak, you're going to keep on rolling with it. And you're only rolling with it because you're a coward and you're afraid. You hear me? The same reason that only the people that have to feel like they pistol packing every 2 seconds are the ones that are against all the gun laws and everything. And they'll never admit that. You hear me? Oh, we don't call the police around here. We shoot back and we do this and we do that. Not if you laying on the ground dead. You ain't called nobody. And you could be the toughest and you can have your gun and it could be laying right beside you while you dead. So all of that don't mean nothing. You ain't the baddest person in the world.
Yeah, like we bring it up, man. I seen a lot of people ducking at that assassination attempt. I didn't see nobody pull out nothing and go vigilante on their own.
No, they didn't.
You all left it at home. because it was a controlled environment, or so you thought.
Exactly. And it shouldn't even been that situation. You didn't want to be in that situation, and you didn't have to be in that situation. That's why you didn't have your gun. Saying like a 5-year-old. No, we supposed to be learning ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, our colors, how to tie up our tennis shoes and everything else. Exercise, eat right, go to gym, go to recess, have some fun. Not how to pull the trigger and say the whole class and be a superhero and all that. No, that's not for a 5-year-old. I'm sorry. I had my top reasons, man. I had 7 reasons why I feel like Trump was about to win this election. Let me see if I have this for you. Okay, my number one reason, man, was just to doing business with these other countries and everything else, man. Like I said, and these are people who have been known to interfere with the election. So just for that reason, the underhand dealings with other people, some type of way, I feel like they're gonna find a way to try to make him win. I think he's doing exactly what he needs to do to lose it. You know, all these undecided people, you know what I'm saying? I think it really means something to these ladies as far as their abortion rights and everything else. You got plenty of people that support Harris, that know what it's about, that look like us. All the men are kind of undecided and leaning towards Trump. You can do whatever you want to do or whatever else, but like I said, I'm gonna shove it all in your face and all down your throat. When they cracking a whip on your stupid and you losing all your freedom, somebody controlling your money and telling you every single thing to do. You hear me?
Right.
I'm just gonna see if every last one of y'all who endorsed that garbage stand on it and
Still endorse it.
You know what I'm saying? So that was the number 7 reason for me. Number 6 reason why I feel like he was gonna probably win this election, man, because he says exactly what they want to hear. If you too lazy to get off your behind and go get a job and you gonna get a stimulus check, yeah, he's the greatest thing in the world. So yeah, that's another reason. Why is he gonna win? Because Americans are hella lazy. My next reason. Oh, I said, yeah. Just people are afraid, man. They never want to admit it. They so scared that Russia, China, or one of these big countries are going to come over here and going to cause some havoc. Y'all not hearing what the man said. He, even if he don't win, that's going to happen to you from your own people because it's going to be a bloodbath.
Right.
So since you know that, just admit that you're voting and rolling with him because you are a coward and you are scared.
Right. Okay.
Pick your poison. You want some foreigners to kill you, or you want Americans to kill you? Your pick.
Right.
What's my other reason?
So that was 6, huh?
No, I did 7. I did 6. That should have been 5. That they're scared.
All right.
Oh, the number 4 reason is you got people out here, man. I heard a lot of black men just saying that their vote doesn't count. We heard that a million times that they say if you don't vote, it's like voting for the other side. And I think that's kind of true. So the only thing that we can do is end speculation by getting out here and vote. You hear me? Like I said, bro, that's the thing that everybody claimed that we fought for, the right to do it and the right to not do it. So I'm going to do it. And that's what I said. I'm voting for the other side. So when that whip get cracked and we go through everything that we go through, you know, I'm gonna feel good knowing that I didn't pick my own poison and do that to myself.
Right.
You hear me?
If that's the way it's got to be.
And if she wins, and I had to pay 38 cents more for some bacon or a little bit more for some gas, I promise y'all, I'm gonna take full responsibility. 100%. That's what I chose, y'all. I chose not to lose my freedom, not to get attacked by my own people, but I did choose to pay a little bit more for bacon. But I promise you, I won't pay nobody $15 to bring it to me. I get off my lazy ass and go get it myself.
All right.
I promise y'all that. That's what I owe y'all. Number 3. Yeah, some people are just too close-minded, man, to even explore something new. We stuck in old times. You hear me? So before we get into those 2 main reasons why he probably is going to win, you hear me? Which y'all already know what they are. We just too close-minded to even try something new. You hear me? We done did 4 years. We call it down. We did 4 Obama, Biden. That's what they might as well call it. It's the same thing to them. We did 4 years, 8 years of Obama. We did 4 years of Biden. We done did 4 years of Trump, and they still claiming that that America is not where it needs to be. I think it's more the racism, the bad rhetoric, and other things other than the economy. Like I said, is nowhere the same as it was years ago. You hear me?
Right.
Bruh, you're not
Plenty of opportunity. Yeah.
No, every chance I look, every time I click on social media, man, we could go right now and find 100 people that probably got 100,000 followers just from blogging food.
Mm-hmm.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Those opportunities and all that stuff weren't out here no more. If you halfway, I was finna say if you halfway look decent and pull off an inch of your clothes, you ain't even got to halfway look decent, bro. Pull off any of your clothing, you're gonna have some followers. Somebody's gonna click something. You hear me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Police all of that mess, all the social media, how easily pornography is accessible to children.
Yeah.
Police that type of stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
Worry about something that really matters out here, man. All that garbage is nothing, you know. And then once again, the number 2 reason why Trump is probably going to win this election, because America is racist.
Yeah.
America is racist. Divided states of America. You could call it whatever you want. LeBron is getting the hate online. Social media had just made people so comfortable with just openly being racist, hating on other people, and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what killed me, because they're not addressing the economy situation. But everybody that's doing all this all underhanded stuff and this bad rhetoric trying to get people going are doing it to get the likes and clicks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So don't act like you don't understand where the economy is at and how many opportunities are out here. You doing all the garbage that you doing so people will follow you, jump on your bandwagon, and you can profit from it.
Yeah.
If it's something else, then call it down.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not. So that's the number 2 reason why he probably gonna win, because America is a very racist country.
Yep.
And like Ricky Smiley and everybody else say, drum roll.
Yeah. Right.
We know good what the number 1 reason is
Uh-huh.
that I had to realize when it came down to Republicans, Trump, how people feel out here, what they think, and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
America is racist, but America is more sexist than it is racist.
All right.
It is. This is a whole witch hunt against women. You know, we just come from the Me Too movement. Now all of a sudden you overturn Roe versus Wade.
Mm-hmm.
What they say, IVF and all that stuff, vitro fertilization and all that other stuff. They know what all of that means.
Mm-hmm.
They know what all of that means. And all the people who out here, men included, who don't really understand what it means and all that stuff, that's not getting out here to vote, that haven't had nobody, a member of their family, be a victim of rape, molestation, incest, and all that. You need to just leave that alone, because that's not your decision. Stay in your lane.
Yeah.
It's like somebody trying to tell you what to do about your kid,
Mm-hmm.
how to spend your money, how to spend your time, how to live your life. You're not gonna like it. You hear me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And while we got time, man, it was a little commentary I wanted to throw in here, man, today. You know, basically just give my little 2 cents. You hear
All
me?
right.
Let me see if I got my notes here, my brother. It was like a little last second thing. I was just tripping off of it, man, before we get too far gone into a lot of stuff, man. I was just I see a lot of times online, man, where a lot of guys be bashing women. You heard me?
Mm-hmm.
And don't get me wrong, I won't call no names because people get in their feelings, but it's a lot of people out here. I remember showing you the other day the little clip of Little Kim when she was on Rolanda,
Mm-hmm.
and the little girl was crying because she loved Little Kim so much, but she felt ashamed because her mother didn't like her listen to such raunchy and profane lyrics. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
We saw people online that was talking about just having pornography and all that stuff and all this different music and videos accessible to them, that now they're addicted to pornography and all kind of stuff like that, man. You hear me?
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I was tripping off of a little bit, man. I kind of lost my way with that, but the whole thing was like men. No, we're gonna go all the way from the, because I don't want to lose my thought, man, and where I was going with it. And I was just tripping off of just the raunchiness that be out here, man, and just what people be on. Okay, I was tripping off the guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, look at how much we want to be like females now. And that's what I was saying. We turn them down so bad. You hear me? That's what I was thinking about. Just the level that I was seeing people online turn those females down. and I got the tripping off of it, man. I was like, don't get me wrong, it's some trashy, raunchy, trifling females out here. But at the same time, man, a lot of them have been done wrong by just bottom of the barrel, dirtball, bad dudes out here.
Yeah.
Just keeping it all 100. And it's a lot of people that don't want to hear that. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
And I got to thinking about it. I was like, man, we want to be so much like females that we done start acting like them. That's where I was like, man. And I was like, I want to say it the right way because I'm like, man, like you say, if you got to put man in front of it,
yeah,
man purse, man bun, and all this stuff, man.
Yeah.
Now we wearing purses. We piercing every part of our body. We want to be identified a certain way. We want to go to certain bathrooms and everything else. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
And it got me just to tripping like, man, some of us dudes, boy, we got some strong nerves, boy. You hear me?
Yeah.
Like Ice-T say, I was tripping off the song Itches too, man. And when I first saw that title and everything else, you know, I'm typical, bro. I'm like, oh man, Ice-T got a song called Itches too, huh?
Yeah.
You know what I'm thinking? Dang, I ain't even heard Itches 1.
Right.
So I'm ready to go back and listen for it and look for the song. You hear me? But when I listened to it and tripped out what he was saying, nah, bro. I was like, I hope y'all go check that out, man. It got so much meat on it. You hear me?
Yeah.
My man say, ladies, we just ain't talking about you. Because a lot of y'all ninjas are itches too. You hear me?
Yeah.
And you are, and you want to be just like them. That's why you done start acting like them, and you want to dog them out and call them all out their name and all this and that. I was like, hold on, bro, you talking out the side of your neck because you was Goldie yesterday. You was the Mac. You was spitting all this hip game.
Mm-hmm.
So only thing that a female was dumb enough to go for the game that you spit.
Right.
That's all it was. And don't sell yourself short because when you was spitting all that hip stuff, you thought you was the coolest ninja walking.
Right.
So if she went for it and believed in you, oh, now she's a hood rat, she's a hoe, she's a trick. Well, you got to understand what you're doing, sir.
Mm-hmm.
You're taking a female who has absolutely nothing and promising her the world.
Yeah.
She ain't had nobody tell her nothing but making these kids. She ain't nothing but a hoe. She ain't got nothing coming. Her life is thrown away.
Mm-hmm.
And you promise her the whole world, sell her a dream and everything else. And when she roll with it and you dog her out and do her bad, now she's something even worse than what she was before.
Mm-hmm.
And you did that to her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I was like, man, nah, it is some really good females out here. And they got damaged by some really bad dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was just thinking about that. I was like, man, it been a lot of situations where I was like, man, them people should have worked, man. But it was the times that they got caught up in. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
And then you wonder, you want to call her stupid, you want to call her dumb and all this and that. No, when you got a 27-year-old that's out here talking to 17 and 18-year-olds that ain't never smelled a lick of life, yeah, them little $150 J's you plan on buying her, yeah, that mean everything to her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, she 15. She hasn't had a job before. So yeah, that do matter to her when you buy her a blunt and a pack of cigarettes. You know what I'm saying?
When you get her hair done.
Get her little hair done, get a little
nails
nails done, pay her little phone bill and all that stuff. You know,
Yeah.
take her by a little rally burger and all that. But I was like, man, we be a little bit harsh on these females and everything else. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
We want them to do the same stuff that we condemn them for. You want her
Right.
to be a freak in the bed, get nasty as she want to be on you. You hear me? But soon as she ain't messing with you no more, you ready to air out and everything else, man.
Yeah.
That's one thing I'm never doing, bro. I'm not airing my lady out, never on no social media if we ever get into it.
Right.
That's some punk stuff, little immature man stuff right off the flip, bro.
Yeah.
We didn't go wrong on social media. So
Mhm.
why would I go to social media for us to get
Get
right?
it right. Yeah.
we went wrong when we started talking about how we running our household,
Mhm.
how we handling our finances,
Right.
the way that we handle and raise our children.
Yeah.
We talking about something that matter. Our problems happened in the bedroom or somewhere.
Yeah.
They didn't happen on social media.
Right.
So since it didn't go wrong on social media, I'm not going to social media to make it right.
Yeah. To air it out. Yeah.
No.
Nah.
No, that's punk stuff, man. And that's
Yeah.
that's where my 2 cents for the night is, man. Men, if y'all want women to step up and be real women, then I'm calling y'all out. Y'all step up and be real men. You hear me?
Yeah.
Because ladies, we just ain't talking about you because there's a lot of y'all ninjas that are itches too.
You ain't nothing but a
Ninja. Ninja. For real, man. So I was like, man, they just be giving some of these ladies hard times, man. It's some sweethearts out here. Don't get me wrong, fellas. I'm like Tupac. I ain't trying to gas you up. I just call it how I see it.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to get no brownie points or none of that. It is some hood rats out here. I don't roll with all that. I slept with your brother and your friend and all that because we was on bad terms. I was trying to get at you and all this and that. No, I don't care how mad I get. I got 20 years in the game. So if me and my lady fall out tonight, she ain't got to worry about getting nobody else's DNA tomorrow. It is what it is.
For sure.
How much time do we got left on this?
We got a good 10 minutes, my brother.
Let me see. Anything else that I wanted to address before we? Yeah, man, that's just where I'm at with everything, man. I just want people just to get out here and vote, man. And I really think that that's what it is. I think that we scared. You know, I don't even think it's so much scared, man. I think we more closed-minded than scared. You hear me?
Yeah.
You just got it programmed in your old-fashioned mind that you as a man cannot take any commands from a woman. You hear me?
Yeah, and we all grew up with a mother, or I should say, hopefully.
Man, if it's about doing a good job, man, and running it right and everything else, why does gender, color, and all that come into play?
Yeah, man, I don't.
They should ban the whole party system all the way around the board, period, man. But they'll never do it. They'll never address none of these real issues. Like I said, man, you ain't in no financial mind. Oh, the guns and all that. Okay, we're gonna see how much they try to address something like that, man. If you can't tell me that all the violence and all the bullcrap that's going on out here is part of the reason. Don't get me wrong, it's convenient to online sales and everything else, but you got people that just as old fashioned, and if it was safe, they'll go right to the store like they used to. You hear me? You got 80-year-olds right now that's still walking around with flip phones. You hear me?
Right.
So you can't tell me that, you know what I'm saying, is because we so far removed from those times, man. That ain't what it is. You hear me? It's all the other stuff. No,
we got consumer cellular and all of this.
I mean, it's price gouging and all that other stuff that go into it, but man, come on now. When we gonna address that the violence and everything else might play a part in it? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I don't know, man. I just hope everybody just, get out here and vote, man. It's better than not voting and saying that your vote ain't gonna count, your voice ain't gonna be heard, man. I'm just so done with my people. It's just so ridiculous. I'm embarrassed for this country, man. Cause like I said, it was several people running not too long ago. Now all of a sudden, like I said, when you didn't think that you could beat this man, now he has your full endorsement. I'm tired of the lies. I'm tired of the wool getting pulled over my eyes.
That
and all
blows
that
my
stuff.
mind right there.
No, come on, man. Run a clean campaign. Stick to the issues. If you're about really making it great, and if they not, then they not. That's why they're not addressing the issues. And if y'all too stupid to realize that and let people pull the wool over your eyes, then I feel sorry for you. You probably already got a miserable life, so the next 4 years ain't gonna matter that much to you. I don't know. You tell me.
Man, did you get a chance to check out that Second Amendment or Amendment 2 or something like that?
Yeah, I was going to talk about that, man, because it's some garbage to me. Now you got people all day long that'll say, it sounds great, if the money go to the school and all this. And I definitely want to vote for it because it sounds like a good thing.
Yeah.
But once again, man, you hear me? It's like playing 3-card money or something, bro. There is no red card. You losing every time.
Yeah.
You can't win.
Yeah.
We done played that game, bro. They done ganked it. It done been so many elections over time with them saying that money gonna go to schools, it's gonna do this and it's gonna do that.
Yeah.
So since we got tricked before, this is my idea on that one, right? Okay, this is what they saying. Okay, I was trying to get it like some type of way. I had it in my head that they should do it. What they should do is raise the tax, which they don't never want to do. Use that money to pay for those schoolings and everything else. You hear me? And those people who are upper class are doing the betting, make them pay those fines, those fees, and those taxes. Don't make it have to come out of that gambling money for the schools to get it. That same amount of money that you were planning on spending once you got that betting revenue, just put that in the tax or whatever, as far as people who want to do the sports betting and all of that, and make them use that money to pay back that tax that they charging people or whatever. They're gonna act like they don't understand what I'm saying, bro. But what I'm saying is, instead of waiting on people to pass that law where the money will go off the betting, because it's been proven that it's not going to go there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So why can't you do it the other way? Why can't
just
you
go ahead and do it from your revenue?
Yeah, just up the revenue or whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
then those people that's supposed to pay, how about make them pay the tax back instead of trying to say that you got to put this money over there? It'll be government control because you can't pay no attention to what money's supposed to go here and go here. If they have a set amount and say this is your personal property,
Right.
all that customer fee, that money that they find,
Right.
that revenue that they create when they ready to
Right,
create
that
some
they
revenue.
know how much they gonna get every time.
That's what I'm saying. Instead of depending on the people, if it's the same thing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Be more transparent. When you start saying that the lottery jackpot is half of the money that you take in, when you show it on TV that you had a $700 million jackpot, then you need to show where $1.4 billion was spent and taken in. Even if you can't run ads on TV, that should be part of public record, some kind of work. Because that's what all of this has been passed on. That's what you claim you were going to do with the money.
Yeah. And nobody's seen it because the school's still struggling. Teachers ain't paid. They ain't got no air conditioner. They ain't got no heat. Yeah.
Bro, when do you remember them asking you could they put a speed bump on every street?
Never.
That's what I'm saying. When did you ever vote when they got Eric Greitens out of there and put Mike Parsons in there and made him governor?
No vote.
So they could do whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
So if these schools not getting uniforms, lunches, transportation, and everything else, and you want to pass a law or you pass marijuana and all of this so the money can go to the school.
Right.
You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Then just make the money go to the school.
Yeah.
And that same amount of money that they were supposed to give to those people, make it their licensing, their fees, their taxes, and everything else.
Right.
And when they don't pay it, shut that business or whatever down. Make them pay it.
Yeah.
Like you strong arm everybody else.
Right.
You find ways to stop the traffic and accidents on Natural Bridge.
Mm-hmm.
You put red light cameras up there. You find a way to do everything that you want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So why not? Even if you could put $1 on my gas bill to say it go to the environment fund, put $1 on there to say it goes to the school, and make sure that money goes there. Quit putting it in other people's hands. If it's that much, if it's that important and that essential to everyday living, then just pass it like you do everything else.
Right.
Just find some way to get the money.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't gotta be attached to no online gambling bill.
I mean, they done showed you what raising a tax 1 or 2 cents will do with millions of people.
Mm-hmm.
That generates plenty of revenue, especially if it's something that's ongoing year after year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you don't even have to raise it that much, but raise it 2 cents and take that money and make sure that these kids are able to get back and forth to school.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that you're able to pay the police a respectable wage. Yeah, that make them want to sign up and be police.
Right.
You find the money for everything else you want to.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe that's over everybody's head. Maybe they don't understand it. Maybe I ain't gonna say that word. We ain't supposed to keep saying it. But man, I don't know what it is, bro. We just don't get it. It's just too much corruption and foolishness going on, and just people man. But anyway, y'all, before we get out of here, we're gonna try to end it on a decent note because I'm just overwhelmed by the garbage. So we're going to try to celebrate something great. We're going to take it back April 23rd, 1999. I got to thinking about your boy, Fernando Tatis Sr., because Junior had that playoff run with the Padres.
Yeah.
Been hitting a bunch of home runs. The Dodgers in this old playoff run trying to go to the World Series. So baseball was on my mind. The Cardinals kind of sucked this year, so I got to thinking about when it was all good in the neighborhood.
Right.
So we're going to roll some of this celebrate something great back when Fernando Tatis Sr. was doing it big for the Cardinals. Man, everybody was there that night, come to see Mark McGwire, JD Drew, and all that. And my man stole the show. You hear me? Yeah. So when the road team, when you ain't at home and you get a standing ovation, you on the road. To me, you did something great. So we're gonna celebrate something great, y'all. Fernando Tatis rolling.
He has now. See you later. Way out of here. 4-2 Cardinals.
Bob, I think that cleared the entire Dodger bullpen. One of the longest home runs I've ever seen hit here.
With the bases loaded. And a drive to left center. Is it another one? 11-2, and Fernando's driven in 8 of them.
Well, this crowd came to see Mark McGwire, but they're seeing something a little bit better. 2 grand slams in 1 inning, 11 runs off a premier starter.
Woo, man! Did you hear that?
Yeah.
2 grand slams in 1 inning.
Yeah.
Man,
Grand salami.
like I said, 4 or 5 RBIs in 1 game is a monster game.
Yeah.
8 RBIs in 1 inning.
Crazy.
2 grand slam. I don't think that'll ever be done again.
Nah.
That means that you gotta get everybody on base, go through the lineup one more time to get back to this dude.
Yeah.
I mean, and off a premier pitcher.
Yeah.
Chan Ho Park ain't no cupcake.
Right.
I mean, that was very special. So to me, hey, that was celebrating something great.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. That's our time, y'all. Once again, man. I hope we understand really what we facing out here. Y'all can do what you want to do. You got that right. I'm not voting for none of that garbage. I'm not cracking the whip on myself. I'm not voting to lose my freedom, be part of no dictatorship. Like I said, it's too many lies and too much foolishness for me to believe any of it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got the right to pick and choose and do as you want, but it's a done deal with me. If you can't wipe out all that old dictatorship, if you can't overturn Roe versus Wade, and we get women get the right to pick and choose what they do with their own bodies. If America can't be exactly what it say that it is, then you can't get my vote. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But just vote for somebody, y'all. That's all I can say. Please get out there and vote and let your voice be heard. All this stuff, no, we're not gonna beat them when they come down to the guns, like I said, because we're nonviolent. As long as we take that approach, we always gonna be the low man. They always gonna win. So the way that you get around that stuff is vote and put some of these things on these petition ballots, and then work towards getting some of these laws changed.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the only thing that we can do. We can fight back by voting. We're not going to win with the violence. We can't get as stupid as they get. We can't throw enough insults or jabs, because we're actually trying to make America great again. So
right.
Only thing that I can encourage people to do is get out there and vote. Well, that's our time, my brother. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, my
Appreciate
brother.
everybody for tuning in with us and watching. Hope you got something decent up out of this, and we'll catch you in 7 of them.
Peace.
Peace.